Hello, Virgos, and welcome to this, your mid-December check-in. Now, when I did your reading for the whole month, the cards indicated that there was something that you needed to walk away from. You needed to set some new boundaries. So let's dive right into your reading. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking. You may want to go back through the playlist and check out the video that was done for the whole month. Also, we are approaching the time of the year when I will be releasing my once a year special, wherein I offer a special deal to do a 13 card reading for you for the upcoming year. I offer it at a special price, and I will leave a link in the description down below. Okay, Virgos, for where you are at now, here in the middle of the month as we're checking in. You have this Nine of Swords card coming in here. The Nine of Swords is a card of catastrophism. It's the card of lying awake in bed at night and worrying. Oh my gosh, worst case scenario, what if, what if, what if? And the saying that comes to mind for me, Virgo, is when we live in the past, we're often depressed. When we live in the future, then we're often anxious because we're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. It hasn't come to pass yet. And so we have to really embrace living in the present moment. So this is where you're at now as we check in for you. I do want to say that given that your main theme for the month of December was setting new boundaries and perhaps being put in a position where you needed to walk away from something that was not serving your highest good, Virgo, it stands to reason that come the middle of the month, you might be worried about actually having to take action on that particular endeavor. Let's take a look at, um, normally I would pull a card here that would be your obstacle. But I think the Nine of Swords is your obstacle this at this time of the month. It's your obstacle to being able to move forward, to set those firm boundaries that were mentioned in your longer video for the entire month. So let's take a look at cards that may give you a hint or an indication about a way out of this that may help to empower you to set those firm boundaries. What do you need to do to move away from the situation that put you in this Nine of Swords situation? Okay, we have a card here. I don't know if you can see that. It's sticking out. It does not want to go in. Ah, the devil. Now, if memory serves me, the devil came out in your final general overall outcome for the whole month of December. And now this guy has decided to put in yet another appearance in your reading here, Virgo. What does that mean? Well, it means that perhaps part of the reason that you're worried about setting those firm boundaries that the cards are indicating that you need to set is because you're coming from a place of ego and you're coming from a place of, I don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. And there's the temptation to take the easy way out. So, what else can you do in order to step away from this devil energy and step away from the Nine of Swords? You have an absolutely beautiful spread here, Virgo, I must say. All three cards that came out are from the Suit of Cups. Suit of Cups is about really leaning into our emotions, leaning into our more divine feminine side of things, especially with this Queen of Cups coming in for you. And as I said, these cards are to help to empower you to set those firm boundaries, make a decision, step out of ego and temptation, step out of your people pleasing ways, Virgo, and step up and step into this Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is one of the cards in the deck that is the embodiment of the divine feminine. She is compassionate, she is empathetic, but she is not a doormat. I want to say that just because you are being compassionate and just because you are being empathetic does not make you a doormat. you still have boundaries. The Queen of Cups still has boundaries. Okay. But she also leans into her emotions to be able to make decisions and choices. You have the Three of Cups coming in here. Now, the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. It is also a card that reminds us that everything that we are experiencing is a stage or a phase. The Three of Cups, Virgo, is almost always depicted as three women. The three women represent the three stages that every woman goes through. And we go through the stage of being the um, of being, oh my goodness, what's the first one? We have the goddess. And why am I drawing a complete blank here? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess, right? And I can't think of the triple goddess at this point, Virgo. I apologize. Okay. We have the maiden, the goddess, and the crone. There we go. My brain finally kicked back into gear. I do apologize. That was embarrassing. You know, it's funny because you have the devil right next to the Queen of Cups here. And I just had an experience where I was on the verge of starting this whole video all over because of my very embarrassing moment that I couldn't remember it. But then I stepped back into my divine feminine and said, no, being vulnerable is okay. Now, I believe that there are no mistakes. And the fact that I stepped into ego because I didn't want to put a video out there that showed that I forgot the names of the triple goddess, the maiden, the goddess, and the crone. And so I almost deleted something, but then I stepped into the very vulnerable queen. There is a lesson in there for you somewhere. All right, going back to this Three of Cups. Three of Cups. This card is reminding you, Virgo, that the boundaries that you need to set are for your benefit as much as they're for someone else's benefit as well. And as much as you're worrying about having to set those boundaries and potentially walk away from something that's not serving your highest good, it is a stage or a phase that you are going through that you have to experience. There's a lesson in it for you. And when you've actually learned that lesson, well, you're going to move into the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is happily ever after. Yeah. This is part of your outcome for the end of December. That here's the thing, when you begin to set boundaries, people actually respect you more than if you are a, a limp dishcloth. So keep that in mind as well. Let's go to what will strengthen and empower Virgo. What will strengthen and empower Virgo through the latter half of December here? Looks like we're just going to have the one card. Yeah. All right. What will strengthen and empower Virgo through the remainder of December? We have the no thingness card. No thingness. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Oh, it focused and then it came out of focus. Anyway, now this card terrifies some people. They don't like it from this particular deck. But this card corresponds to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is your way out of this sticky situation of needing to set boundaries that have needed to be set for quite some time, and you've postponed it for whatever reason. The Hierophant, or the no thingness card, is about going back to that moment that we were born. And when we're born, a lot of people's belief system is that we are born into a physical skin and bones suit but we are a soul who came here to learn certain lessons. But in the process of so doing, we are born into certain families that have certain belief systems that will either help or hinder our learning of those lessons. Those belief systems begin with family. They move into religious institutions, educational institutions, the larger institutions, the society that we're born into. And the Hierophant, Virgo, is about going back into the nothingness, into the void, before family influenced our belief system, before religion had an opportunity to influence our belief systems, before society influenced what we liked, what we disliked, what we believed, what we didn't believe. This card going into no thingness, going into exploring and embracing the nothingness without external influences is your way to be empowered for the remainder of the month of December. All right, let's pull a final card or two. Now, this is the fairy deck, and they like to jump. See what I mean? All right, so I only need one or two cards here, fairies, and you guys are rather talkative at the moment. That one's on the floor. So what we're going to end up doing is mixing up all of these extra cards that you decided to spit out for us. All right. Fairies, could we please have just one or two cards? Okay, we just have the one card for your outcome here, Virgo. Eight of Autumn. Eight of Autumn corresponds to the Eight of Pentacles. This is about you needing to put in the work in order to be able to achieve your goals. What else can I say? I'm going to leave off your reading there. As a reminder, if you are interested in my 13 card special for 2025, the link is in the description below. No matter which holidays you celebrate at this time of the year, wishing you all the best of the season. I look forward to doing your next reading for you.